Hello, thanks for joining me today. Most of the time, our customers use forms to handle internal processes, things like vacation requests or expense claims. But online forms can do much more than that. In this example, I'd like to train new employees on the right way to deal with angry customers. I need them to do two things. First, they need to learn about our best practices as a company, and then they need to pass a test ensuring they've absorbed the information. I can combine the content and the questions in a single online form. Here's what my form looks like. The first section describes 7 tips in dealing with troublesome clients. I can add text as well as images. Once the employee has reviewed our 7 tips, I then have a quiz section that asks them questions about the material they just reviewed. Let me answer a few questions and then I'll move on to the next section. In this section, I want the new employee to apply what they have just learned by watching a short video and answering a few questions. Let's submit my answers and see how I did. It looks like I didn't do very well. Let's look at my test and see what questions I got wrong. If I scroll down to the questions sections, it will show me what the correct answer was and an explanation of what I did wrong. So, even though an employee may not pass on their first attempt, they can learn from their mistakes and retake the test. Of course, if people wanted to cheat, they could purposely fail the first time and write down the answers before retaking the test. To combat this, you can choose to randomly display a subset of questions from a question bank. Each time the employee takes the test, the questions will change. As a manager, I can see every test result for each person, when they took the test, and what their score was. I can also look at summary information to see what kind of questions people normally got wrong. I hope this quick example gives you some ideas on how you can use online forms for employee training or credentialing. Thanks very much for watching.